Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, October 29th, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. As of Monday, November 2nd, there will be some changes with respect to the departure times of ferries from the Charleston port. That is according to Oral Brandy, General Manager of the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority, NASPA.
Usually, the first ferry leaves at 7 a.m. That time will remain. However, there will be an earlier ferry at 6 a.m. The reason for this departure is because there are some early flights out of St. Kitts that persons normally will have to overnight in St. Kitts in order to meet their flights. This early departure from Nevis will facilitate such persons who often have to incur additional expenses. At mid-morning, there will also be a change. Usually, there are two departure times, 9:30 and 10:30. Those times will now merge into one mid-morning departure, and that will be at 10 a.m. There will also be a mid-afternoon departure at 3 p.m. And the last boat out of Nevis, which is usually at 5 p.m., will now be at 5:30 p.m.
Details of the new schedule is available on Info Channel and NASPA's website, www.nevisports.com.
It must be noted that the departure times mentioned, or the changes mentioned, refer to Mondays to Saturdays. On Sunday, the departure times remain the same, as well as for the rest of the schedule as it is presently.
The changes to the ferry schedule will take effect from Monday, November 2nd. The St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services Welfare Association is an organization which was established 15 years ago with the aim of providing medical and other assistance to serving and retired officers if the need arises. The association raises funds through a number of avenues. Its next fundraiser, however, will be a new undertaking and will come in the form of the first Miss St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services pageant.
The pageant will be held in St. Kitts on the 14th of November at 17 degrees Victoria Road, Bastia. There will be 6 contestants, each representing the stations based in St. Kitts and Nevis.
The ladies participating fire officers as well?
No, the ladies are people from the community. We are building a community-based relationship with the community and the fire officers.
Chanel Bart, who is a member of the pageant committee, also notes that plans for the show are progressing smoothly. Meanwhile, we also spoke with the contestants who will represent the 2 fire stations in Nevis.
Rosalind Berkeley, representing Charlestown Fire Station. I think the show is going to be a very, very good show because most of the contestants, or not most, but all of the contestants that are going in for the show have entered pageants before. So I think that it's going to be really a tough competition. So I think that you need to be there in order to witness this for yourself.
Janika Smith, and represented Vance Emery Fire Hall. I entered the show because I was approached by a fire officer and it sounded interesting. On the 14th of November, it will be a show you cannot miss.
The pageant will commence at 8 p.m. Tickets for adults cost $25, while children younger than 12 will pay $10 at the gate. The contestants will compete in 4 judged segments: introductory speech, creative futuristic uniform, talent, and evening wear.
The theme of the show is your safety is our priority. So I think in every single segment they're going to be talking about safety and making people more aware of what the fire department is capable of.
And also in the introductory speech, it will give you an insight about the history of the fire department and the ways they keep the community safe.
The official introduction of the contestants to the Nevisian public will take place tomorrow, October 30th at the DR Walwyn Plaza.
There will be a launch in Charleston on Friday with the Odyssey banner along with the 6 contestants, 2 from Nevis and 4 from St. Kitts. Be there.
The other contestants are Tawana Collins, representing the Bastia Fire Station, Shajama O'Donoghue, the Sandy Point Fire Station, Kamara Lake, the RLB Fire Hall, and Zarima Pemberton, the Tabernacle Fire Station. The Department of Statistics and Economic Planning has concluded its training of enumerators for the upcoming labor force survey. The survey is an initiative that is being undertaken by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis in collaboration with the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States (OECS) Commission and the International Labour Organization. The department reminds the general public that the first phase of the survey is scheduled to begin on November 1st and continue to November 19, 2015. Angela Walters-Delpeche of the Department of Statistics and Economic Planning says the survey is designed to collect labor force data on persons of age 15 years and older.
The main objective of this study is to obtain relevant information of labor force characteristics and trends, as well as produce several indicators such as labor force participation rate, employment, unemployment rate, and the poverty index. Data collection will be carried out through the use of questionnaires that will be administered through face-to-face interviews. The Department of Statistics is soliciting the cooperation of the general public in completing this survey. In compliance with the Statistics Act of 2002, all information will be held in strictest confidence. During the time that the enumerators are collecting this information from you, should they wish to identify them, they will be carrying a badge with their name, their position, and the department to which they are assigned.
Residents who have questions or concerns can contact the Department of Statistics and Economic Planning at 469-5521, extension 5060 or 2168, or email stats@sisterisles.kn. The second phase of the labor force survey will be announced in January 2016. Still to come,
the National Youth Council is here to help you to not only improve yourself at a personal level, but also at a professional level.
The details after this break.
Hey, you know it's your groovy soca monarch king, your boy Speedy, and I'm here with the Inland Revenue Department, and I love my side dish. And guess what? I also love Nevis too. And as a responsible taxpayer, your tax dollars help to build our nation. So I'm here to tell you, pay your taxes on time and be a responsible citizen. And don't get me wrong, it's a serious song. I pay my taxes. Boom!
Welcome back. The Nevis Youth Council is currently overseeing some amendments to its constitution to prepare for the election of a new executive in January of 2016. That is according to Coordinator of Youth Development in the Department of Youth and Sports, Zanella Claxton. Claxton notes that there is a steering committee in place to oversee the amendments and that the Youth Council does not fall under the Department of Youth and Sports. It is in fact an advocacy group. She outlined the purpose of the steering committee.
This core team or steering committee has been charged with the responsibility of getting the collective voices of as many young people as they possibly can and reaching out in almost the tentacle effect, reaching out to as many young people as possible. They all know that I'm here to support for the entire process because I think that the youth voice is important, that the youth need the council to stand up for them, and as I correctly said to them, if it comes to the point where they have to come to me, which they should, and say this is what we need, this is what has to be done, then I have to comply and make it happen as far as possible as long as it is within reason.
Chairperson of the Nevis Youth Council's steering committee is Kamara Lee.
When I look at myself now, I have to think about where I came from because nobody could get me to stand up and talk or be the voice of a collective group or people in front of anybody. When I was in a classroom setting, teachers would call on me and I would shy away from responding. That's because I doubted myself, and that is a major factor that is holding back a lot of our young people these days. So my solution to that is recognizing where you come from, where you are, and where you would need to go, where you want to go. And find the necessary support that you need, persons in society like yourself, or somebody who can give you some guidance or support, or even a mentor to help you to accomplish those things.
Lee is making an appeal to young persons to get involved in the Nevis Youth Council.
if you are not involved at this age, I am encouraging you to get involved in something. The National Youth Council is here to help you to not only improve yourself at a personal level, but also at a professional level.
Persons interested in being a part of the Nevis Youth Council are asked to contact the Department of Youth and Sports at 469-5521 extension 2072. The Mud Cross Preparatory School's Student Council President Azaria Rivers on Monday, October 26th, took the oath of office before Principal Sherian Walwyn at a swearing-in ceremony at the school. On Friday, October 23rd, Rivers obtained 35 votes to win the leadership of the Student Council.
I, Azaria Rivers, do solemnly affirm that I shall faithfully represent the interests of the student body of Mud Cross Preparatory School.
A total of 415 votes were cast on election day when for the first time the students used their voter identification cards issued by the school. Rivers' party, the Golden Stars, won 4 of 5 seats, with Taisha McCoy being elected vice president with 34 votes and Kayla Huggins Simmons, treasurer, with 33 votes. They were also sworn in by Principal Walwyn in the presence of the school. Public Relations Officer Kamalia Warner, who received 36 votes, was unable to attend the swearing ceremony. Having received 35 votes, Terran Webb of the Royals Party was elected and sworn in as secretary. The Royals Party also consisted of Dwaniqua Davis, Tyler Richardson, Andy Young, and Jerisa Elliott. The Golden Stars Party also included Shanelli Hines. A third party, the Shooting Diamonds, consisted of Shantima Delashley, Brianna Brown, Kaina Williams, Trinity Walters, and Charlotte Pollard. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Thank you for viewing. Good night.